We have breaking NFL news. Quarterback Matthew Stafford is getting traded to the Los Angeles Rams. Wow, what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL. And here to talk about this breaking news that literally just came out. So I'm going to give you guys my raw reaction and analysis to this trade with the Rams and the Lions. Before I do, if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. I talk a lot of NFL on this channel, give my analysis, takes, the best you can find on YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe and make sure you have the post notifications turned on so you're notified every time I drop a new video, guys. Follow me on my social media accounts, links down below for my Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. All right, let's get into it. So the trade just happened. It literally just got reported on. I got the notification from Adam Schefter, who tweeted out the news, and I'm here to give you guys my raw reaction analysis to it. All right, so let's get right into it. The full trade details as of right now. If more information comes out, I apologize, I might not know it, but as of right now, the full trade details are 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and quarterback Jared Goff going to Detroit for quarterback Matt Stafford. So there you have it. That's the full trade itself. Now, let's talk about the trade and why it was made from both angles. Let's start with the LA side of things here. Okay, why did the Rams do this trade? And this, to me, has Sean McVay written all over it. All over it, folks. This is Sean McVay basically saying and admitting he was fed up with Jared Goff. He was done with Jared Goff. He worked as much magic as he could with Jared Goff. And boy, did he work magic. He took Jared Goff to the Super Bowl, okay? Or I should say he took the Rams to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. But you get my point. And he was done with it, all right? Jared Goff regressed to a point where Sean McVay was over it. And he wanted to move on. And here's the thing. Sean McVay is one of the best coaches in the NFL, folks. And Sean McVay deserved to have a better quarterback. And that's what he's going to get with Matt Stafford. The question is if he overpaid or not, which I'll get into just a second here. But as far as the trade itself, why the Rams did it, folks, the Rams are in a win-now window. All right, they made the playoffs last couple of seasons. They've made mega deals, right? They made the trade for Jalen Ramsey. They have Aaron Donald in his prime. They are all in. And so for them, they couldn't wait around anymore. All right, Jared Goff was in competition reportedly next season with John Wolford. That's how much he had regressed. And so they didn't want to wait for Jared Goff to turn it around. Sean McVay and the Rams just said, listen, we're in LA. Money isn't an issue. By the way, the Rams, it feels like they play the NFL with the salary cap turned off. Because again, how the heck they keep pulling these things off, I have no idea. But point is, this is the Rams saying, we got to win now. Let's swing it for the fences. Sean McVay says, I'm done with Jared Goff. I can't do it anymore. I've milked everything I could out of that guy. It's over. Ship him off. Trade him to Detroit. They get Matt Stafford. And Matt Stafford, he's just 32 years old. People think he's much older because he's been in the NFL, it seems like forever. But still only 32, which isn't old for a quarterback. And he is light years better than Jared Goff. And from the Matt Stafford side of things here, I don't know this. I'm not confirming this, but I believe this is a little bit to do with his maybe wife and his family wanting to go to LA. All right. I'm not saying that, you know, the package wasn't enticing for Detroit, but what I am saying is I believe Matt Stafford wanted to go to LA. There were a bunch of suitors for Matt Stafford, including the Rams, and basically Detroit, I believe, again, this is my personal opinion, went to Matt Stafford and said, listen, Matt, we have all of these options, all right, for you, teams that are calling for you for your inquiry. Where do you want to go? That's the least we can do for you after we wasted your career. Again, they might have left that little part out, but that's the least we can do. We'll let you pick your destination, and then we'll negotiate the trade itself. Matt said, I want to go to LA. You know, I'm sure his wife and his family, they want to live in sunny California, right? Who doesn't? So the Rams, who are interested, said, all right, what's it going to cost? And then this is where Detroit said, okay, well, you know, we have better packages here. You know, your first round pick might not be that great. And so we need you to kind of entice us a little bit more. Rams said, okay, 2 first round picks, a third round pick, and we'll give you Goff. They wanted to get off of Goff's contract, but I believe they took on Jared Goff because, again, the the Lions are rebuilding, so they would have needed a quarterback anyways. They didn't have anybody, and Jared Goff is still relatively young. Could he turn it around? Sure, maybe, but again, the Rams couldn't wait for that. The Lions can. They're about to enter a rebuild. So that's pretty much why this trade was made. It was Sean McVay saying, I'm done with Jared Goff. It was Matt Stafford probably saying, I want to go to LA out of all these teams that are interested in me. And it's Detroit acquiescing to Matt Stafford for the trade itself on where he wants to go. So that's the reason for the trade being made. Let's talk about if the Rams overpaid. And the answer is yes and no. And you might be thinking that's a cop-out, Faiz. How can it be both? Well, here's the thing. It's all perspective here, folks. Remember, I always tell you, there's a gray area in life. It's not just all black and white. It doesn't have to be yes or no, one or two. Here's why I say it's yes and no. Yes, they did overpay because I believe that Detroit may or may not have been getting these type of offers from other teams. I lean towards no. I think it would have been 1 first-round pick for Matt Stafford and second-round picks and a third-round picks, not 2. Not 2 first-round picks. And that's why this was an overpay. Because I don't believe other teams were willing to offer more than 1 first-round pick. That's just my belief. And why it was not an overpay is because of the reason I mentioned, which is the Rams have already mortgaged the future for the present. And so for them, if the future requires them to, give away an extra first-round draft pick, they're okay with that because they've already mortgaged the future for the present. The Rams are all in. They want a Super Bowl now. They don't want to wait 5 years. And so for them, listen, if the deal was a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and Jared Goff for Matt Stafford, and Detroit said, listen, we'll do the deal. You add another first-round pick. Rams said, okay, we'll do it. So for them, it probably was not an overpay because of the fact that they're in a win-now situation. But in a vacuum, it was an overpay because I don't believe teams were willing to give up another first-round pick for Matt Stafford. More than 1, okay? And again, with this deal being done, though, the NFL, you know it's a copycat league. You know everyone pays attention. And now the asking price for Deshaun Watson, by the way, think about how much he's worth. We were thinking 3 first-round picks. Matt Stafford just went for 2. Maybe it's 4 for Deshaun Watson. Again, we'll talk about that in a different video, but that's the reason why. So now, in terms of the analysis here, real quick on Detroit, they're rebuilding. As far as this trade, I think they did phenomenal, fantastic. A+ to the Detroit Lions. They got the draft picks, 2 first-round picks, a third, and they got a quarterback in Jared Goff, who, again, he's not a very good quarterback, but, again, he's still young. Maybe you can fix him. Who knows? He could be a bridge quarterback for the next guy. Love this deal for the Lions. I give him an A+. As far as this deal for the Rams, I love the fit. Matt Stafford with Sean McVay is just going to be, oh my God, goodness, perfection. He's got a rocket arm, can make every throw. Sean McVay is just going to have a blast with him. So right off there, I'm going to say it's an A. But I got to dock him because, again, it was a slight overpay. And Matt Stafford, again, he's 32, so I don't have a problem with his age. I still think he's very good. He is on the back end of his prime. So, again, slight overpay for Matt Stafford, but he is perfect for what they need. And now we're talking about the Rams. I believe they are a legitimate Super Bowl contender. With Jared Goff, they were always a fringe contender, like right on the border, playoff team, yes, but fringe contender. Matt Stafford, Super Bowl contender, no doubt about it. So I'm going to give an A to the Rams as well, but they don't get an A+ like the Lions do. So I thought this was a win-win for both teams. The only thing is that there was a little bit of an overpay for the LA Rams. But again, for them, if they win a Super Bowl, it'll be worth it, folks. So there you have it, folks. My thoughts, my reaction, my analysis to the Rams-Lions trade for Matt Stafford. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know. As always, thanks for watching.